And fun. Rainbow Brights, enjoy your lurk. Thank you again for the follow and the sub. I hope you enjoy your morning and happy weekend. There are a ton of lurkers here. I assume that if y'all are lurking, you're probably crafting something with your hands busy. Because that's how makers and crafting be. It's hard to chat when your hands are full of knitting. I love you and Damien. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That bum's still in bed, where you don't have to talk about him. And the kitties. Well, yeah, cats. Are either yours or Damien's family's cat people? String player, I love you. No. Well, kind of. Damien had cats growing up. Damien had cats and dogs growing up, and he definitely prefers cats. My family was a dog family growing up. But we live the cat lifestyle. Like, we don't have a backyard in our townhouse. And when Damien and I first met, we were working all sorts of crazy shifts because we worked at theme parks. So we definitely lived the cat lifestyle, especially in our one bedroom, third floor apartment. And then I've just accidentally trained all the cats, accidentally on purpose, trained all the cats to be dogs. So like, they come when you call them, and they like to, like, they know when it's bedtime, and they know when it's getting up time, just like dogs do. So I think I'm officially a cat person now, and that's fine. But also, like, the cats I had been exposed to before this, like, were crazy cats. So I didn't think I would be a cat person until I met Dirty, and I was like, oh, Dirty's pretty okay. I mean, I guess I could learn to deal. And then I got Pearl, and she's so affectionate and just follows me around like a dog. And I'm like, yeah, it's love. 2 cats and a service dog named Lucas. Aww. Does the wheel give you exercise, or is it more like a slow rocking chair feels? I always wanted to spin. No, ask all the questions. So this is, I guess it's technically exercise because it's moving, but really I'm only moving my feet. You know how cats make biscuits? It's literally making the human version of making biscuits. So it's just kind of my feet and my ankles. And then I'll feel it in like my calves or my hips a little bit if I've been spinning for a very long time and I stand up. I should move instead of leaning over to get the mic, I should just move the mic. How's your sister? What's she been up to? Gingerzone's lurking here. She's doing all right. Currently, I don't want to say too much because I don't know who she's told or who she hasn't. But just accepted a new job yesterday. So congrats to her. She's very excited about it. Can't give you any details though. It's secret. But she's very excited, so I'm happy for her. Also, I've been working on trying to convince her to go to the beach with String Player and Hinka and I when they come down the beach and the yarn store. So we'll see how that all works out. I think it's very similar to tapping your feet to good music. Yes, it is relaxing. You can also, so I guess I'd call it a traditional wheel. So there are like kinetic wheels like this where you pedal. There are walking wheels, like the huge ones with the huge wheel to where like you spin them with one hand and then you spin with the other kind of deal. Very like UK castle feel. And then there are electric spinners, which are just little tiny desktop spinners that have a little motor, and they spin, and then you just feed yarn into it. And I got one. It's coming in October. I got the electric Eel Wheel Nano 2.0. So we'll experiment with that as well. Monster Mellow, thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here today. I am beyond excited. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. Ginger Zone has been playing Kingdom Hearts very intensely. Which I love. Which I need to do. I did get a Nano. It's pre-ordered. It's the 2.0. So I did the Kickstarter for it. So it is coming in October, in production now. Sapphire Mist, thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here today. Yes. You has to name it. I know. I just named this wheel. I've had this wheel since 2017, and I just named it like a couple months ago. Its name is Edelweiss, by the way, because it's small and white, clean and bright. I name most things. Like my guitar's name is Tyrion, the Last Lord of Narnia, because it's a blonde wood guitar with a mother of pearl inlay, which reminds me of Tyrion and his unicorn jewel. Baby shaking and mama shark. Chio, hello, I love you. My 6.0's name is Jackie, and my traditional wheel is Jade. Yes. My car's name is Gus Gus. Gus Gus the blueberry. It's a tiny little blue Ford Fiesta. I love it immensely. I really should look into getting a new car. But I think I'm just going to keep this one on its last legs for as long as humanly possible. It's not on its last legs. It's fine. It's definitely starting to show significant wear though. Great Taz, hello. The best part of Damien's. You mean Mr. Atomic Stacy. My car's name is the Scam Car. Mage, we're not talking about the Scam Car. It's gonna make me mad. Drum Carter's Jaws. I do like that. I have the yarn counter too for him. I should do that. I should. Well, I figured I'd get it first, and then I'd go to like the shop and get all the extra bobbins and the fun things afterwards. First, I have to get the wheel. Then I can accessorize. Because you couldn't buy all the extra accessories in the Kickstarter, so I knew I was going to already have to do a separate order for those. So I was like, we'll just wait, and then I'll do probably all the accessories with Christmas money at that point. Christmas! The Nano has different spinning speeds. Yes, it does, because it has a dial on the motor for how fast you want the motor to go. So it does have different spinning speeds. Rogue Knitter has Clint and Kate. Of course Rogue Knitter does. That Hawk guy fan. Hot guy. Gio, hello. How's it going? Happy weekend. Back to being a murder hobo. The closed captions, yes. If you if you don't like where they are, for the closed captions, you can click the link. You can either click on the captions or over here-ish. There should be a little closed captions icon, and you can have it go to the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen, or bigger text or smaller text, or toggle it off, however you like. But I do try to be as accessible as possible. My electric guitar's name is Kurt. I like it. No name for my Kia yet. Can't wait for October. I can't wait for October. I'm very excited. I'm most excited because I can take it to work and spend on my lunch break, which will be really nice for me. Because at home it's nice. I can just literally turn my chair around and spin on my lunch break, or if I'm really upset, take like a 10 or 15 minute like knitting or spinning break. But I can't do that at work. So it'll be nice to be able to have a little bit of crafting. Because the problem with knitting is by the time I pull it all out and get it situated, and then have to keep picking it up and putting it down to eat kind of thing, it's a little harder. The wheel's a lot easier. My acoustic is Billy Joe. My wife is hearing impaired, so watching Twitch for her is pretty much a no-go. No! We can do it. We have the technology. Also, it's great for like people who are at work who are like, I want to tune in and take a look, but I can't listen to it. So I like having the closed captions on for those folks. But yes, I would trying to be as accessible as possible. It's hard to be visually accessible, but I will at least be hearing accessible. I'm doing all right, Gio. It's a nice, relaxing weekend. We got a lot of stuff to do. So this is like the one weekend where I don't have like an event going on. Like we don't have craft night, and Damien doesn't have a tanks thing, and we aren't going out to see family or friends, and we don't have anything planned. But so it will be nice to do the things like we haven't had a chance to do. Like Damien has some plants that we got from his father-in-law. No, from his stepfather. He has some jasmine, and I have some plants growing in jars. Cuttings growing in jars. So we need to plant all of that. So that'll be nice to take the time to do that. All the stuff we've been putting off because we've just been too tired and haven't had time for both of us to sit down and do the thing. So I'm really looking forward to being able to get that stuff taken care of. Because we haven't had the chance since almost May. Either had D&D going on or craft, like just stuff, which is fine. Stuff is fun. Stuff and people are cool, but also let's not. I cast on Damien's hat. Don't make that kid nothing. Also, he's got a fat head. A fat head. I'm going to need him to put it on at least once. I will make sure he does. Don't you worry. Did you talk about if you enjoyed your Watt time? I kind of touched base on it last stream really briefly. It was a decent time. Hanging out with the people was fun. I always enjoy hanging out with Damien's crew. I did make Damien mute all the blurp sounds, so I didn't have to have all the fart sounds and all the sound effects coming in through Discord, which made it nice. And Tanks was okay. It was okay. Damien didn't push me off a cliff this time, but I did accidentally throw myself off a bridge. I need to go back and clip that. I was like, I'm not gonna go into the water and drown myself like Damien does, and then I fell off the bridge onto my side and accidentally drowned myself like Damien does. And I went, ah, shit. I'm going to use that the next time I'm on his stream. I'll ask him about his fat head. You should. His dad calls him fathead. I make fun of him especially because I have a very small head. I have very much an oval shaped head. So like I have a normal size face, but circumference wise it's very small. Like I wear kids hats. The last time we went to the Panama Hat Company, they couldn't find a hat small enough for me, so I had to get a kid's hat. And it fits. So I have a very tiny head, and Damien has a large head. I mean, not abnormally large, not like Guinness Book of World Records or anything, but the size disparity between us is a lot. Craft night next week? Yes. Second Saturday. So not today, but next Saturday. And book club. The Vampire Knitting Club. Didn't both of you go off the bridge? No. No, Damien survived the bridge. It's just me. Just me. You look like you have small feet? Thanks, Bash. We'll just go with that. I do not have small feet. I'm a very tall person. I have very large, tall person feet. I should read that one, not last month's book then. Oh my gosh, String Player. I was talking to Brave Trans last night. And he was like, the book's The Once and Future Witches, right? And I said, no, honey, that was last month's book. And he goes, really? And I said, yeah. He goes, well, I guess I'll stop reading that then. And then he goes, although I don't think I'm going to have time to finish reading the new book before tomorrow. And I was like, honey, it's the 13th. And he goes, yeah, tonight's the 12th. And I was like, no. He's like, I lost a whole week. And I was like, nope, you found a whole week. Time is a weird soup. Great Taz, thank you for the biddies. If I support one of the household, I might as well support both. I appreciate it. Dirty. Dirty, what you crying about? She just walks in, ow, and then walks out. Rude. Rude, Dirty. Dirty's like, I don't give a fuck. Trying to eat and the kitten won't let me. But Mom. Yeah, I know that life. Also, Moochkins. Excuse me. Hey, Mom, what you got here? He had to tell me they mixed up their week. Aww. We can compare large feet next month. We can. So it turns out Brave Trans and I have the exact same size feet because he tried on my knit sock and is like, yes, this fits excellent. And I said, great. I know exactly how many stitches your sock should be. Which was funny because he's like, oh, you can try on my boots while I'm here. I'm a size 8. And I said, oh, honey, I'm a size 10. And then we realized that he meant a men's 8 and I meant a woman's 10. And we are the same size feet. All right, I'm pre-drafting because I want the color to be fairly a nice fade. Oh, you can't see though because I never moved the camera back. Because we have a pretty nice fade going here, so I'd like to keep up the good work. I go through eggs like I should buy in bulk. You should get backyard chickens. And you'll always have eggs. Solves that problem. You found your foot twin? I did find my foot twin. Need to ask my foot twin how their socks are going. Because Brave tried on one of my socks and was like, yes, this is excellent. I could get used to this. I had to go away for food, but did you change slippers? I did, Lemming. Narwhal slippers now. It's narwhal slippers for you. Curtains for you. The cutest animal ever. Do you also have the Soot Sprite slippers, but Bash is slightly afraid of them. Chickens in the coop, bunny in the hutch. Oh, yeah. I think String might have slightly larger, well, I should say slightly. I have very long but narrow feet. I don't know. We'll have to try. We'll have to figure it out, String. To figure it out. If I get chickens, where would my bunny go? That is an excellent question. Good point, and well made. Under the bunny hutch. Double-decker animals. Why didn't Twitch or Discord tell me you were streaming? I don't know, Brave. Here I am. We're talking about you. Were your ears burning? Is that what worked? We put fiber on them and we are hobbitses. What has it got in its pocketses? Ciavelli, hello. We are spinning wool into yarn. So what we do is, this is going to be 4-ply yarn. So I'm just taking this big old hunk of fluff and I'm making a single ply, a single strand, and then we will ply it together into yarn. Has to go teach now. String, take care. Good luck. Thank you for stopping by as always. I did sneak a peek at your shawl last night. It's looking fantastic. Probably do some knitting on our shawl this week. I already have 4 cats. I need a whole other 24 hours for animal care per day. More kids. You know, like how they used to in the old days. Did you make the fluff you're spinning? I did not. I purchased this fluff. This is from Three Waters Farm in the colorway Winter Fancy, and it is 80% merino, 20% silk. Kids, you mean farmhands? That's right. Switch projects. Oh, for crying out loud. All right, hang on. I'm gonna take this off. Y'all are gonna drive me bananas. All right, hang on. Why did I give you guys this power? Bananas, yum. Ew. I hate bananas. I hate bananas. All right, all right. But it was looking so nice. All right. We're not... I hope you enjoyed it, because it's going away. Can't have nice things. That's fine. We'll go back to the white because I was planning on spinning the white today anyway. Oh, this is the hand spun. The last hand spun that we were working on. I finally hanked it up and counted it. Should be a true fingering. It is 471 yards for 115 grams. All right. Where'd the white go? What? Titanium what? So we are doing a giant purple spin. So I have one strand of this really dark purple. It's a little bit more blue today than in real life. Does this camera show it better? This camera shows it better. So I have this nice dark plummy purple. I have 2 strands of the purple we were just spinning on. So this one it color changes very often, and the other one is going to have a very slow color change. And then a bobbin of white. And then we're going to apply it together in a purple barber pole mess. And I'm going to make a giant, probably garter stitch shawl for when I'm at work and it gets cold. Chilly burr. All right, switch slippers. Whoop. Soot sprites. Great Taz, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Twitch also may have unfollowed you. Cheers, everybody. I was able to finish eating, just had to get the spray bottle. Oh my. Okay, there we go. Settled. So we're gonna find our ply. Throw it through the orifice. Get back to spinning. Oh. Are those soot sprites? They are. They're my soot sprite slippers, and I love them immensely. Twitch is a bundle of buttheads sometimes. Twitch is twitchy. Twitch has always been twitchy. Nothing new. Nothing new. Great Taz, this skein is actually Damien's Gaming colorway. I've named this finished yarn Damien's Gaming. Because it's all the orange and the gray. And it will be socks for him. Although I told him if he sticks it in his pants, I'm not gonna knit him any more socks. Pretty sure I have followed you before too. It happens. It happens. Did you see the post I put into Damien's Discord general chat? Not if you posted it in like the last 24 hours. I don't keep up with Damien's Discord as much as I should. It's particularly when I'm working. Twitch is twitchy. It's happened to me before. Poor Lioness. I must have followed her like 6 times. For whatever reason, I cannot get it to keep me followed to her channel. Because I was trying to convince her, I was like, I've been watching you for years. I'm just a serial lurker. And she goes, oh yeah? And I did follow age, and it's like been following for 4 months. And I'm like, Twitch is a liar. Right, Dirty? Dirty usually talks to me, but is being very unobliging this morning. Right? Comes the baby cat stalking in. Hi, Perkins. Are you gonna choose violence? Yeah, hi, I see you. Being all weird and sneaky and shit. Is about Twitch and the DMCA strikes again. I don't remember. Damien and I were talking about it a lot yesterday. Be nice. Don't holler at her. Nice. It's okay. Trying to make sure all my favorite streamers are taking precautions and not getting banned. I appreciate that. I have I've signed up with Chill Hop Music, so anything that is on Chill Hop's playlists, since I've registered with them, should be set to go. And all the information is down below in the doobly-doo. But the main thing is for people, they're doing, for those of you who haven't heard, Twitch is doing live takedowns because there's a lot of streamers who have been playing whatever music they want during the stream, but then removing the music from their VODs. And before, Twitch only monitored DMCA strikes in the VODs, but now they're also watching live, so you can't do that anymore. You never could do it. Like, it was always against the rules before. They just never monitored it. But now they're doing a strike about it. So, be forewarned. She needs to take lessons from Abby. She talks to me all the time on stream. Dirty talks to me all the time in real life. She just never talks to me on stream. Because, like, Damien and I will come home and Dirty will be just chirping up a storm and we'll be like, Dirty, how was your day? And then she'll answer back. So we talk to this cat all the time. She knows. We talk to all the cats all the time. Cat whisperers. Follow Harris Heller and he's big on putting his stuff out. Yeah. Our Damien and I's biggest complaint is, like, there's no way around it. So, like, I would pay for a license to put music on my stream, and they sell bar licenses, but they don't sell Twitch licenses. I would be very happy to pay for a music license with a record company in order to use some of their music. It doesn't have to be royalty-free music. I would be happy to pay royalties. And the other problem is that the DMCA music programs, like, old recordings may be DMCA free, but the computer pings it as a remastered recording. So it renews the copyright, and it, because the computer can't tell. Like, we were looking at this with, like, jazz and swing, and we would be playing swing, like, DMCA free swing music where the copyright has expired, but because someone has a new recording out and the computer thinks it's this new recording, it thinks it's copywritten, so we can't use it. So there's a lot of work to be done. But that's all a bigger legal conversation. I just watched the preview for Sandman. Wouldn't the show give you nightmares? Look spooky? No. I've read the graphic novels, and I enjoyed them very much. Like, spooky, creepy isn't so bad. It's like horror. It's the jump out and try to scare you nonsense. Like, Alien has all those jump shots, and those jump shots are the things that terrify me, that I hate. Or the ones where you're creeping around in the dark and then something jumps out and grabs you. I hate it. I hate it. Also, the Sandman, generally the creepier it is, the the nicer it is. It's all part of the storyline. You'll see. You should watch it. Knitter2875, hello. We are spinning wool into yarn. This is 80% merino, 20% silk. And it will be a giant purple shawl. Purple mess. I know this strand is white, but it'll go into a bunch of purple. Hey. It's a baby cat. I put a scratchy pad in here to catch all the cats. Did you finally scare Dirty off so you can sit on the scratchy pad? Yeah. Yeah, get that scratchy pad. Get it. Get it. Scratch it. Scratch it, Carl. Good girl. You look very confused. Yeah, get the scratchy pad. Like pets instead. Only face pets, please. Amazon has Amazon Music and Amazon owns Twitch, so shouldn't there be arrangements between the two? Not necessarily, because as a Twitch streamer, I am using the music for monetary gain, which is a different type of license thing. He has his own music that's on Spotify, and you know how the money works and all. Spotify or Pandora should allow streamers to buy a music license. And it may only be like you can only play these bands or you can only play these playlists, but having an extra option, like Damien and I would pay for it. Because I'm already paying for Spotify for ad-free music for Chill Hop. But I'm not paying for Chill Hop, so it's a missed opportunity. There's a lot of room to do stuff that no one's done. But that's again a bunch of legal stuff. Knitter, to answer your question. Sorry, I had to scratch this cat's ears. It's very important. Everyone say bye, Perkins. All right. So I have a strand of this very delicious purple. It's a smidge more blue on this camera than it is in real life. And I will have 2 strands of this variegated purple and then 1 strand of the white. So we'll spin it all up into this beautiful purple barber pole. And I'm going to make a very large squishy shawl blanket to wear at work. I'm very excited. We trapped all 3 kitties. We did trap all 3 kitties. Perkins just went shooting out. I'm sorry I did not capture it for all of you. Success! It's true. Yeah, the cats love these scratchy pads. We have them all over the house. But I don't have them in my office because because I'm not in here as often. So we have them in like the bedroom and Damien's office because his office is usually open most of the day. When I'm not home, I don't have my office open, so the cats aren't always in here. And then we have a ton downstairs to dissuade them from using the furniture. But I never thought to bring them up here, which is lovely. Lexi Crochet, enjoy your lurk. Knitter, please feel free to ask all the questions. I'm happy to answer them. We're just spinning fluff into yarn. And catching cats in the cat trap. I can't believe I haven't thought to put the cat trap like on the floor in camera range before to catch more cats for stream. Talk about a missed opportunity. Veggie! How many cups of sugar does it take to get to the moon? I love you. Veggie, your socks on stream last night looked hella good. Was that your hand spun? I just snuck a peek. I couldn't stay to watch. It's 3.5, by the way, is the answer. If we're going based upon a Goofy movie. The 3.5? About how many grams? So the white is 4 ounces. The large purple is 4 ounces. And then this multi-purple fluff is 4 ounces divided by 2. So it's 12 ounces, but it will be 2, 4, 6, but it'll be an 8-ounce spin when it's finished. I'll have extra white and I'll have extra purple left over. So to be an 8-ounce fingering weight 4-ply spin, so a nice 2 skeins of hopefully 115 grams each of fingering weight yarn. So enough for a nice blanket. What is the importance of the weight? It tells you how much yarn it is. So when you're spinning, it's usually by weight, and then the amount of the weight and then the wraps per inch will tell you how many yards. So most braids of yarn are 4 ounces, which are 115 grams. Whereas a standard skein of yarn that you buy from like the store are usually 100 grams each. So it just gives you an idea of the quantity. Also, it gives you an idea of what the weight is. So for example, this skein that I spun is 115 grams, and it's if I did the math right when I wound it, it's 470 yards, which tells me that it is a fingering weight yarn. Because 450, 400 to 450-ish for 100 grams is fingering, so 471 for 115 grams should be dead on fingering weight. Just helps you quantify. But also, if I take a single strand and then I do like a wraps per inch test, I can tell it's a true fingering weight yarn. It just gives you more information. Also, it sounds very impressive. Watch a lot of Disney Plus. I'm really looking forward to She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I really like that actress, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. I am most excited for Andor, though. I'm not going to lie. I am very excited for Andor. And the new trailers have very much Rogue One vibes. And I am really looking forward to it. I also need to go back and finish Miss Marvel. I never finished it because of vacation, and then I forgot. And now Sandman. The Sandman. Ask the Sarcastic Nine Ball a question. Hello, Huntress. What would you like to ask the Sarcastic Nine Ball? The internet told me that there were 774 calories in 1 cup of sugar, which is equal to 3.24 times 10 to the third kilojoules. If we divide the energy required to reach the moon by the energy in 1 cup of sugar, we get 1,520 cups of sugar to get to the moon. 1,500. Okay. 3.5 is not going to cut it, is what you're trying to tell me. I realized the other day I'm watching more Disney Plus than Netflix. Yes. We usually go in like in rounds. It's like we'll watch a lot of HBO Max, and then we'll watch a lot of Netflix, and then we'll watch a lot of Hulu. And usually we try to subscribe to only the thing that we're watching. Although I think I just have Disney Plus always because Star Wars. I need access to Star Wars. Also, I watch a lot of Disney Plus in the background at work. Going back through and rewatching the Clone Wars. And that's nice to just have on playing. Will I ever stop sweating? I mean, eventually. Eventually, you're going to freeze your buns off. All right. Some people have a magic 8 ball, but I have a sarcastic 9 ball. Dear sarcastic 9 ball, will Huntress ever stop sweating? Oh, what's it say? What's it say? Not in a million years. Sorry, my love. It's sweating out the summer for you. That's not what I wanted to hear. That's not what anybody wants to hear. I canceled Netflix because it was getting stupid. I keep Netflix right now because my parents also use my Netflix account. So I look at it as being my childly duty. We got my parents an Apple TV for Christmas last year. So we got them all hooked up with the Disney Plus and the Netflixes and the HBO Maxes. Do you get a discount on Disney Plus? I can, but I currently choose other benefits. If I wanted to give up one of my benefits, I could get a free year of Disney Plus. And if I didn't live in Florida, that would make more sense to me, but because I live in Florida near a location, getting the benefits that go with that are more important. Netflix is getting stupid, but instead of paying 20 bucks a month, I look at it as it's 10 bucks from us and 10 bucks from my parents, and that feels a lot more worth it. I'm surprised Apple TV Plus hasn't raised their rates, but like you can't get Apple TV, you can't watch Apple TV Plus on all devices, so it makes more sense that it's still a lower rate. Do you know about the canceled Batgirl movie? Yes, we talked about it last stream. And I'm really bummed. It's a darn shame. I don't understand why they canceled it. I think there's more political reasons they're not saying. Mostly, I'm very upset to not see Brendan Fraser as the villain Firefly. What generation does Forrest Gump belong to? My parents' generation mostly, but you're gonna have a snappy Gen A. Oh my gosh, fuck. Gen A. But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Jeez. I walked right into that one. Crap. I think I ran right into that one. Is a more appropriate thing to say. Goodness. I'll have to leave that as my exit. Gotta go run some errands. Run, Andres, run! I don't know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas, isn't it? I need to rewatch Sling Blade. I don't think I've ever seen Sling Blade. Come to think of it, now that you mention it. Doesn't matter though. My weekend's all booked. All Sandman. All Sandman. And then Paper Girls. Only graphic novels made into serialized TV. Also, a lot of chores. I'm very excited to watch Sandman. I've been dying to watch it, so I can't wait to see that. Can't wait to watch Paper Girls because I had no clue it was coming out so early. I thought it wasn't coming out until like September or October. And that's on Amazon Prime. And then it'll be time for Andor on Disney Plus, and I'll be very excited to get my new Star Wars content fix. Sinful Crafts, hello! How's it going? Happy weekend. Looks like it might be on Netflix. Oh. We'll have to check that out. All right, Gio, give me like a 1 or 2 sentence summary of what the movie's about. So glad to see you and your slippers. Thank you. The Sit Sprites say hello as well. Cats have abandoned the cat trap, though. I don't have a cat to greet you. I'm sorry. Billy Bob Thornton. Unfortunately, that's not the draw you think it is for me. I respect it, though. Mayo Tomato, hello! It is a nice list, KB. My fall's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I've got my own lazy lump next to me. So I got a new cardboard scratchy pad and I set it out, and we have caught all 3 cats in it today, but it is currently empty. Tomcat Major, hello. How's it going? World of Tanks, Stacy. I hope you enjoyed that limited engagement. Very limited engagement. Can't think right now. Migraine. Gio, go lay down. First of all, stop looking at a screen. With your migraine. All that blue light. Second of all, go lay down. Relax. Put your feetsies up. Sinus triggered. Oh, gross. Pollen. All those trees trying to fuck each other. Those horny ass trees and their pollen. That's what gets me every time. Damned horny trees. That's what gets me. All those Florida oaks trying to fuck each other. Pollen everywhere. Random question. What is this fiber content you're working with? A Mayo Tomato. That's actually the only on topic question we've had recently. I'll take it. This is 80% merino, 20% silk. It is Three Waters Farm in Ecru. So it is white, but just slightly off-white. It is an undyed fiber. Young adults proudly declaring their grandma era. Hell yeah. I don't want to leave the house. I just want to be home with my cats and comfortable. But to be fair, I've been in my grandma era since high school. So, yeah. Literally introduce myself as a grandma. No plans are the best plans, and no pants are the best pants. Sipping hot tea, relaxing watching me. Oh, well, I hope it is relaxing for you. I don't know. Sometimes the stream gets kind of weird. Also, hello, Art and Craft. Happy weekend. My cat is not usually a snuggler, but ever since I had my knee surgery, he wants me on my lap all the time. Because he's a hefty. Gotta take care of the mama. A lot of us knit before it was cool. That's just my MO at this point, is being into really nerdy stuff before it's cool. Me, I've been knitting for years. Now it's cool. Been spinning for a while. Now it's hip. Been a giant old geek nerd for years. I've had glasses since the 6th grade, and now people buy glasses that don't even have prescription lenses in them. They're just clear or no glass, just frames to look cool. BS. Weird is oddly calming to me. That's because we are a very special brand of people, Geo. And I appreciate you. Just gonna say the same thing. I grandma era myself into my grandma age. Have grown kids but no grandkids yet. I don't have kids. I'm skipping the whole parents thing, going straight to grandparents. Ready to dote on cousins, nieces, and nephews as soon as I get more of them. World's best adoptive aunt. Just living at home, never answering the phone. Really weird existential question. What do you think makes you feel fulfilled with life? Oh. Good morning, Sergeant Major Skills. How's it going, my dude? I don't know. What do y'all think? Fulfilled with life. I tell you what makes you feel fulfilled with my job is helping people. I'm a secretary. So every time people run into like an I don't know what to do with this, I always have the answer at work, and I absolutely love that. So I have a job that I like that's not killing me on the inside. Unlike most of my jobs. Peace of mind would be nice, yeah. You don't have kids, you have Damien and his fart sounds? Correct. Am already single parent of 1. Don't need to be single parent of 2. Also, I can barely sleep when Damien's hollering on the internet late at night. Why would I have a kid? And no one in this house will ever sleep. Just throw it away isn't always the answer. Guano crazy tanker. Hello. Peace of mind would be nice. Yes, it would be. I don't know. What do you guys think? What makes y'all feel fulfilled with life? I don't know if I'm definitely content. I don't know if I'm fulfilled. My cousins had a very large furry collie dog. Over the years, they brushed it and kept all the fur. No. And hey, it is male bonding on Damien's stream. Sure. Sure. No, I have not. I've spun other animals. I have not spun dog. I don't think I need to spin dog. It's not the same. Not the same. Do not want. Please do not send. I've been doing a lot of fun hobbies, but I still feel empty inside, and I'm just wondering. I feel like that's more of a... So like you have fulfilled inside the home and you have fulfilled outside the home. I've had like having a job that I like and a person that I can talk to that I like. And then things that I like to do in my downtime, both with other people and alone, are the things that, like, the 4 things that really matter for me, right? So I have crafting with other people, with y'all on Twitch. I have reading alone. I have Damien, a good friend who also happens to be my husband, very convenient, to talk to and get into shenanigans with. Highly recommend marrying your best friend. It's very convenient. Then you always have somebody to talk to. It's quite nice. And then I have a fulfilling job. I have not always had any of those. So it's a lot. Also constantly stressed about money. Excuse me. My life cup is half fulfilled. Ours woke us up at 3 a.m. as if the house was on fire because her phone wasn't working. Well, to them, it was on fire. So yeah. Might as well have been. Why do you pull and stretch the wool? So, let's go back to this purple because this is a really good example, right? So here, the wool is really thick and it's really condensed. So when I pull it, it fluffs it up. So first of all, it thins it out. So it makes it easier to spin. So it's not really, I'm not spinning off of a hunk. So it's a thinner amount, but it also fluffs it up. So it makes it easier to pull the fibers apart. So it's called pre-drafting. And to me, it makes it easier to spin. But it all depends upon the style of spinning that you do, like the person. So it all depends upon the person and the type of yarn you're going for. Some people don't pre-draft. They like spinning off of a hunk of wool. I like pre-fluffing my wool. I find it makes it much easier to spin more consistently for me. But that's also because I do a longer draw. Like some people do like very tiny short draws, but it makes me have really lumpy yarn when I do that. I'm much better at a longer draw. A twistier, longer draw. I like it fine and tight. If you know what I mean. Don't we all? Thank you, Gio. Recovering from cancer, I've been engaged with the local wellness community center. Through them, I've picked up more mindful meditation, drawing, watercolors. There are also classes for card making and other crafts. The best thing to do is explore other arts, even if it is to dip your toe into something different you may not have thought about. You could surprise yourself in some new discovery. Agreed. I do think that's why I've been enjoying spinning so much since the pandemic, because it is it is a good mindful practice for me. It allows my mind to kind of wander and center itself, and it's how I tend to meditate more. Also, just because I'm like content doesn't mean that I'm always fulfilled, and vice versa. Like the biggest thing for me has been trying to manage my anxiety, because there's only so much I can control. If y'all haven't seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, I still highly recommend it. I freaking adore that movie. But at the very beginning, they're in the kitchen and the husband is talking to the wife and he goes, "What are you thinking about?" And it goes, "Everything." And I was like, oh, it's me. It's me. So sometimes I just have to be like, it doesn't matter. I have to remind myself, nothing matters. It's fine. Did I make it through the day where no one cried and nobody died? Fantastic. Sometimes I also have to go really old school, like the Untouchables on myself. Clock out at the end of your shift alive. You fulfilled the first role of being a police officer. Sometimes I need practical advice. I love ironing clothes. Vacuuming is, I think, the most meditative chore for me. But I also just find like it is mostly because I just blank out my mind, and that's real nice. Guys can think about nothing. Women never believe that. No, I believe it. I just don't understand it. There's a marriage counseling guy who talks about how men only ever think about one box at one time. Like, I open this box and it's about sports, and all I think about is sports. And then I close the box and I think about nothing. And then I open the next box and I'm thinking about this. How much more room do you have on the bobbin? I have, in theory, a lot of room. So for reference, this is a full bobbin, right? So the bobbin is flush with the ends. So you can only fit as much on the bobbin so it doesn't start spilling over the ends. However, you can also center load the bobbin, make this part fatter. So in reality, I can fill this bobbin up as long as there's still enough room for this to spin around. So I could make this come out even further if I had to by overloading the bobbin. Is it a great idea? Probably not. So this is 4 ounces on a 4-ounce bobbin. So this is a full bobbin appropriately. So here I have, I don't know if you guys can see this. So I have a fair bit here to go, but not as much on this end. I have no idea if that answers your question or not. I can see it, but you guys can't. So I hope that answered your question. Gotta get that snap. It's bobbin time, Tank Hunter. Hello. I painted my nails. I didn't get them done. I just bit the bullet and I painted them because so normally when I paint my nails, they look like trash and then 10 minutes later they're ruined. But after having my nails done with the gel polish, I liked them so much. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try doing my nails again. So I did these Tuesday night when I was waiting for that electrical thunderstorm to pass and then ended up canceling stream. And so far, they're not great, but they are holding up okay. I'm just out of practice in doing my nails, I think is what it is. But they're doing okay. They're purple and they're sparkly. Also, you can't see them very close, so it looks great from here. I would be your personal nail tech if I live close by. Lemming, I would pay you so much money to do my nails. You don't even know. I think your nails look gorgeous. I would be very down for this. Also, I bit the bullet and got one of those UV nail lamps, and that really does make the difference. And I was really mad about it. I use stickers for now. I'm going to try some reusable press-ons here soon. I pop the press-ons off constantly. I have done the stickers where it's like it's actual polish. So you put the sticker on and then you put a clear coat and it melts the polish onto your nails. I love that, but it's expensive. I did get some of those decals where you put them into water and then put them on your hands. So I am going to try that next, I think. We'll see how that goes. I haven't had any on for 2 years, but I made a couple since the restrictions lifted here in in Denmark. I miss long nails, not practical with my work. Yeah. Decals need clear polish on top. Yes, I got some clear polish and the decals. We'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. I will either have fancy plaid nails or I will have a very sad looking photo in the Discord and then solid color polished nails. And under them too. Oh, okay. Clear polish under them. I will remember that. Yeah, the nail tech, when they put the gel polish on, they rough up your nails underneath it to put the polish on, but I didn't want to leave just roughed up nails, so I either had to put a clear coat or a polish, and I figured if I was already going to put a clear coat on, I might as well make it pretty. Could you get Damien to paint your nails? Dash, I have asked Damien to paint my nails exactly once. It did not turn out well, and I am perfectly fine never asking him again. And he, I'm sure, would prefer it that way. Nail polish doesn't stick to my nails. Regular gel acrylic doesn't last. Stickers last with the clear coat 7 to 10 days. And I want to try press-ons for new nail shapes. Ooh, that does sound fun. Alamander70, thank you for being here today. Thank you for the follow. I can't have very long nails because I type too much, and it drives me bananas having long nails when I'm typing. Also, if I want to play guitar, shorter nails are better for guitar. Although I haven't been playing guitar hardly at all lately. Or clarinet, but it's fine. Playing instruments, shorter nails work better. But I think, so the problem is when I have no polish on my nails, I just trim my nails extra short. I wait for them to grow out until it's too unbearable, and then I trim them extra short. Whereas I think if I had more of a routine every week or 2 weeks where I sat down and did my nails, I would be much better at maintaining a normal length. Say hello to your other half, Damien. Is that you? No, I'm kidding. Hi, Alamander. How are you? Damien is currently asleep. I can't say hi to him. It's safer that way. Sorry, I'm being purposefully obtuse. I apologize. I'm just very sassy today. I'm in a very good mood. Have you made them yourself? Can be because you produce more oils on your hands, so you need to really dehydrate them before application. Interesting. Her nails clicking on the keyboard drove me crazy. I mean, like, I'm not talking about like long nails. I'm talking about like anything where it sticks out too much from the tips of my finger. I like having fairly short, stubbly nails. But did you give Smack Damien? I did not. He hasn't deserved it yet. I'm waiting. Don't worry. The time will come. Wake him up. I will, because after stream, I'm going to be like, it's Sandman time, snitches. And then he'll know. I think he stayed up late watching Prey last night. He's a big Alien fan, so naturally he also watches the Predator movies. Naturally. Do I need to change hooks? That's a good question. No, we changed hooks. Yeah, good job, Pass Stacy. Proud of you. He had a very late streaming session into this morning. How late, though? Because I think he stopped, for Damien, stopped relatively early. A late session is when he's going to bed as I'm waking up for work, which has happened before, and I hate it. Tried different salons in case of that tech, but no. It's very interesting. As an acid primer to force the products to stay. That's interesting. He's breathing, isn't he? I do, contrary to popular belief, I do like that man. For the most part. Did you start watching The Sandman? Yes, we started watching it last night. We watched the first 2 episodes before he had to stream. And I was very impressed with it. It looks gorgeous. It's very reminiscent of the graphic novels. I think they've done a really good job, and I am very, so far, super impressed with the actor who plays Morpheus. Because that is hard to do. Morpheus doesn't talk a lot. A lot of his expressions are, or his emotions are, internal dialogue kind of thing. And I think he conveyed it extremely well from what I've seen so far. I was so butthurt when my gel polish shipped after 2 days because it was expensive. Yeah. So I normally chip my regular polish constantly. Which is why I'm surprised that this current polish has lasted so long. Like, only gel polish has ever lasted for me before. And this is especially at the bottoms. It's starting to chip at the bottoms, and a couple of them on the edges are starting to chip. So it's not. So I would say my regular polish lasts about a week. But that's kind of one of those things where, like, I could get behind having a weekly routine where I take, 45 minutes to myself on Sunday nights while Damien's streaming. Like, I could get behind that. But that's also kind of one of those things where, like, it hasn't been possible until now. This job is the first time I've ever worked only one job at a time. So, which is something I had to undo back during the pandemic. I had to go back to working 2 jobs to scrape it together enough hours to keep my house. Time is usually the problem commodity in this house. I have high success rates on getting problem nails to last for a long time, but also depends upon what hands and nails are used for. Did you go back to them and talk about a redo of the chipped one? No, because the polish chipped off, so the nail underneath was exposed. Oh, and also chipped. Ah, that sucks. What about other series such as Lock and Key? I haven't seen Lock and Key. I am very excited to watch Paper Girls, because that is a graphic novel I really liked. But I was waiting for The Sandman to come out first, because The Sandman's one of my favorite graphic novels. And also, I'm just freaking adore Neil Gaiman and most of the things he writes. But I never got into Lock and Key. So I haven't had a reason to, like, because I wasn't a previous fan, I didn't have a reason to watch it, and I just hasn't been on the top of the priority list yet. What did you think of Lock and Key, though? Would you recommend it? Do you have a favorite Tomcat Major? Is that why some women always have to have long nails? Well, my wife rarely kept them for long. Yeah, sometimes they just don't last. Also, it's about time and money. Like, I don't have the money to go to the nail salon every 2 weeks to get my nails done or touched up. Or the time, or the spoons. And I also don't have the patience for doing them at home, but I'm trying to be really good about it because I did like having my nails done. So were you surprised that I finally started using my beautiful yarn and cast on a project that I haven't knit in 15 years? Yes, it looks gorgeous. I didn't realize you hadn't knit it in 15 years, though. I was just very excited. I was like, this is gonna be beautiful. I am excited that you're using your golden skein, as it were. Life's too short, knit the yarn. The sheep will grow more wool. Don't have the skein that you're saving for the perfect project. Just knit it. Get a new perfect skein. How much do pedicures cost? Pedicures are usually anywhere from 30 to, I want to say like 30 to 50 plus tip. And then manicures can be anywhere from $25 to like $100 plus tip, depending upon what you get. It also depends upon like the area and the salon. Like my pedicure in Minnesota was a lot cheaper than my pedicure in Florida. That's also because pedicures here are generally more expensive because people walk around in sandals and flip-flops all the time and have like really rough feet. So typically speaking, there's more work you got to do on them. My poor feet. Glass files are the bomb for nails. I have a glass file for my calluses that I absolutely adore. And I just, and because it's finer than one of those pumice stones, like it's fantastic for the bits around my nails. But I haven't used a glass file for my nails. I'll have to see about doing that. Pokemon Pearl, hello. The Sandman is so good. Have you watched it on Netflix? Pokemon Pearl? I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I'm very invested in finishing the first season this weekend. Pedicure here is $28.50. With a flat top and rounded corners. The 50+ range. Want to be like very pink and have a perfect manicure for all knitting footage. I think if I was doing more serious videos, I would be more concerned about the shape of my hands. Although I have been giving my hands more attention since I started streaming, mostly because I don't want Clapping Lemming to yell at me anymore. I used to have the most roughed up cuticles and hangnails and bitses, and Clapping Lemming yelled at me, and now I put lotion on my hands every night before bed. And they look much better. I'm just looking out for you. I know. Sometimes we all need a friend who yells at us to actually take care of ourselves. I'm great at being that friend for other people. I am terrible at being that friend for myself. And you should never use a metal file. No, I have the emery boards. I don't really like to file my nails though. I like to clip them and then just file out if there's a rough spot. And then round the corners. Because I too like, I mean, it's not perfectly flat, but I like a flatter cut and then rounded. So usually I'll like cut one side, cut the other side, and then flat, and then I'll just round it out. I started using Aquifer for a tattoo, and now that's what I use for my hands. I use lanolin. I use this stuff. The best hand cream ever. By Utopia Bath Company. Utopia Bath Limited. It's going to be super washed out. You're never going to be able to see this. Utopia Bath Limited. They're on Etsy. It's the best hand cream ever with sheep's lanolin, and this one is honey almond. And the best part about this is like one of these tubes lasts me like almost a year. And it's really thick, so a little bit goes a long way. Lotion is a good alternative. I use that, and then I have I use the so I put that on every night because it's nice and thick and my skin soaks it up. And then I use the Tuft Woolens. Have one? Haha. I love Tuft Woolens. Lanolin Rich Hand and Body Balm. And it looks so tiny, but the nice part is it's like you literally just put on a single coat and then rub your hands together and it's done. So these last forever too. And they smell divine. And so I'll get, whenever I buy more wool wash, I'll stock up on this as well. Weird question. Does it have caffeine in it? That's a great question. This has cocoa butter, lanolin, coconut oil, beeswax, shea butter, and essential oils for fragrance. Made with love in Ohio. And Utopia Bath Company has aloe barbadennis juice, Satvia bran oil, Centerol alcohol, Helianthus anise seed oil, macadamia seed oil, lanolin oil, Paraki fruit butter, cetyl alcohol, parenthal, hydrolyzed silk protein, Sera alba, allantoin glycol, isopropyl, bibicarbonate, fragrance oil, no parabens, no phthalates, no concerns. So I'm going to say both of these appear to be caffeine free. Where can I get your slippers? Amazon. If you just search for Soot Sprite slippers, you too can have one of these baby boys. CeraVe moisturizer is the only reason the desert air hasn't mummified me yet. Lemming, they made fun of me when I went up to Minnesota because Florida is so humid. The nail tech made fun of me for how dry my hands were, and I had only been there like 4 days, and I was like, leave me alone, dude. You don't even know. That's rude. I know. It's like, oh, your cuticles are so dry. I was like, dude, I'm trying my best here. It works in Florida. I wasn't expecting. Also, we decided to do mani-pedis like very spur of the moment. So I had not had time to like put lotion on before I went so they didn't yell at me. I didn't have time to pregame. They also made fun of me because my feet were peeling. And I was like, it's the summer, dude. Also, I spent like an hour standing in the Mississippi River. Spent a lot of time on the beach. Can't all be perfect like me. Brave words from someone working on your best laughing hand. Pokemon Pearl, I wish I had thought about it that way. But instead I was just like, sorry, I'm from out of town. That's fantastic. There's oh, I'll have to find it. I meant to send this to you, Pokemon Pearl. See, if I can't find it here in the next second, I'll send it to you after stream. But it's very similar to that. It's talking about knitting though. It's like, I have 2 needles and you have 2 eyes. Is very much brave words. Would you ever buy shoes online? If I knew the brand, yes. There's a couple brands where I'm like, these fit me really good, and I know I'm generally a size this in this brand. But generally, no. No, I would not. Can I find it easily? All right, phone, you've got like 30 more seconds and then we're calling it a day. No, the internet has failed me. We'll send later. Gosh dang it. All right, Pokemon Pearl. Things to come. BRB shower. Showers are important. Oh, you sent me. Ah, dang it. You sent me a picture. Side note, this is Abby hanging out with KB Fibers this morning. Look at this bean. Sleepy bean. I do love Abby. She's my favorite of your cats, KB. Brave words coming from somebody working on my slapping hand. Working on my slapping hand. Purple is in this season. These are Artnet snails. I like this. This is a really cool color. Get it. All right, there we go. Enough of that nonsense. We'll probably be taking a break here shortly. Hollow Taco Aurora Unicorn Skin over black base. Oh, fancy. I'm currently on the OPI gel but not jail train. Because my Ulta and my Sally Beauty Supply have all of them in that system. So you put on it. So you put on the base coat that goes with it. They have a billion colors, and then you put on the special top coat. And it's like a gel polish, but it's not a gel polish. That's currently my jam. The most adorable brand of polish. Correct. I've been addicted to Zoya lately. I don't think I've ever tried Zoya or seen it or heard of it, matter of fact. OPI is super good for those jelly sandwich manicures. What are jelly sandwich manicures? What? Do tell. Tell me all the things. You talking about the ones that have like the bottom coat and the middle thing and the base coat, the system. That's what I have. I have the system. My other problem is like I have a hard time with top coats that don't peel up the whole paint. Like the Ori, I can't use Ori top coats or the Sally Hansen top coat because like they just, the whole thing peels up from the sides. Oh, sea playa. Why do koi only travel in groups of 4? It's to protect against predators. When they're attacked, koi A, B, and C travel in one direction, and the other is the decoy. I hate that I like that one. Also, hello, C player. Happy weekend. How's it going? I posted a jelly sandwich mani in Discord. It's the cool layering technique. Oh. Do tell. Ooh, this is hella fancy. This is like those resin painters where they put paint down and then put a layer of resin to make like coasters and things, but for nails. Well, shit, that's cool. Gosh dang it. I don't need another hobby. I barely managed to paint my nails one color without it looking like a 5-year-old did it. Lemming, while you're here, I do need to ask. Some nail polish is just too thick and clumpy, and I have a hard time painting my nails with it. Is there a nail polish thinner that you recommend? Because he couldn't resist her. C-Player, we are not doing puns today, my dude. You get one when you come in, and you get one when you leave. That's it. It's not going to be another joke day. My tiny mind can't take it. Because when I try and do any layering, the nail polish is just too thick. So it just is a base coat, 2 layers of color, and 2 layers of top coat. What do you mean, why? Because my nail polish is too thick. It's too thick and gloppy. So does that mean I need to buy like a nail paint, like a different brush than what comes with the nail polish on the lid? Or does that mean like I need to add a couple drops of a thinner? Oh, not the polish, the puns. No, Lemming, answer my polish questions. Okay, bye then. No, C-Player, come back. Inadvertently insulting people everywhere. Atomic Stacy. I need more puns. Message them all to Lemming privately. Eld swears. Do I need to make like a channel in Discord that says like pun dungeon to where we trap all the puns? Pun jail. The pungeon. Pungent. Pokemon Pearl, I love that you typed that as I said it. It makes me so happy. No, KB, this is not a request. This is not a call. I do not want, do not need, did not ask for. It's a punnery. Get thee to a punnery. I love you all, but I also hate this. This is not what I asked for. The last time I had a pun revolt, I threatened to end stream. 10 minutes of puns? No. No. It would be like 4 minutes of puns and it would be 1,000,000 points. No. No, thank you. Vetoed. How to defeat a punishment. I hate this. Do they still have nunneries? I don't know, Bash. You'll have to look it up. I assume so. They still have nuns. How does a bear stop the show? She hits the pause button. Oh, why? Thank you for the bits. I guess. I have to. Jeez. Pixel Thrift, hello. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for the follow. Did you see the Star Wars slippers? Did you put them in Discord? Otherwise, I don't think I did. They have Star Wars slippers? I want the ones that look like a tauntaun and you put your feet in them to keep warm. But they're also like $80. I have a hard time like justifying something that my cats are just gonna try and chew up. One of my cousins is a nun. I should know this one. Pokemon Pearl, do they still have nunneries? Is that a thing? I mean, they have to have somewhere to put all the nuns when it gets dark outside, right? You gotta put them all back in the box. I'm not Catholic, so we don't do nuns. I'm Presbyterian, and if we don't marry everybody off, how do you get more Presbyterians? She was a Lutheran nun. Which bear is most condescending? A panda. Ah. Make it stop. My brother-in-law's nothing but puns. After 30 minutes, I want to duct tape his mouth shut. Next time, it's going to be emote-only chat. Put it in the critter gallery. Ooh, I will have to check it out. We'll finish up this last bit of fluff in my hand, and then I'll check Discord and take a quick break because I need more coffee and I need to get up and stretch because it is. Oh my gosh, we've been live for 3 hours. No wonder I'm like, my legs are feeling a little stiff. That would explain it. Time is it? It's almost 2. Dang, it's almost 2. All right, it might be a slightly longer break. I'm gonna get a snack so we can keep going a little while longer. I know we had a late start this morning. I overslept. Great Scott, I overshot. You spend the first hour just chatting? No, today we got down to business and we started streaming or spinning. Because I already felt bad for being late. When I knit, we spend forever chatting. But today we got right to spinning, because spinning I don't have to think about, so spinning is just chatting while my hands are busy. Knitting, sometimes I have to pay attention, so we tend to do a lot of talking up front.